What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Montreal Canadiens. And first and foremost, I need to apologize for the upload schedule. This illness, man, I don't know what the hell is going on. It's taking way too long. Yeah, and it's dating back to, I'm not even kidding. If you guys were at the last stream, which feels like forever ago at this point, and I had that like weird little like episode or whatever. Yeah, that was kind of what started this friggin' illness. So it's been like a week, over a week at this point. Yeah, it's rough, and probably didn't help that I had like a busy weekend and I had to like go a bunch of different places, hang around a lot more people. That probably made things worse. But anyway, we're trying to battle through. I'm kind of feeling like this might be the tail end of it, but I still don't sound amazing and things like that. So whatever. Anyway. Here we are at the trade deadline, 47-14-2. Once again, having a tremendous year. Not as good as last year, but it is what it is now. There's a few things need to address. First off, some people saying Lundell should be a guy to go. While I don't necessarily disagree, I don't necessarily agree that the time is right now. I think next year is the time we do that because with his contract, we may have to retain. This also gives us some time. Maybe he could kind of hop out of the slump he's in morale-wise and everything. If he doesn't, then, well, yeah, he's definitely a guy to go then. But, yeah, but as of right now, man, with this, yeah, he might still have good value and stuff, but I kind of still really like him. I want to give him, like, one more chance because it's hard for me to give him up because he's quite good in a lot of ways. He's just a purely defensive guy. And while, yeah, I could capitalize on whatever value he does have left, which I'm not even sure how much it is. Let's check that right now. It's actually not too much at all. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's all the way down here now value-wise. So, yeah, we actually have to wait till next year when he's got 1 year left because we might have to retain. If his value is like that, we'll have to retain. So, yeah, that's kind of the deal right there. We'd have to kind of need him to bounce back up. Because if we trade him at this value, he might... I don't know if it still works like this, but what used to happen is you would trade a guy and their morale would be reset on their new team, and he'd go like right back to that 85. So that's obviously not exactly what we want to do here. So, yeah, if we're going to do something like that, I'm waiting until next year when he's got 1 year left. But as of right now, I'm still trying to make it work with him, and we're doing really good with him right now. Now, the other question is about the defense. Do we improve upon this? And this is where it seems like everyone was a little bit torn, including myself. It's like, yeah, we could. I'm not too thrilled about Mete being 77. Okay, individual performances. He's not happy with himself. That's interesting. Yeah. Anyway, probably because the chemistry's not good either. That's why we're hoping Paulson can get better. So on the one hand, you kind of want to improve it because it looks better on paper. On the other hand, it's doing really well in practice. But we know how much different the sim can be from the playoffs, so there's that. Yeah, we could improve upon that. There's a very, very good option. I forget who it was now at this point, but there's a very good trade option for the right-hand side who's on the block that we could do to improve the team, and then we sit Juulsen for a bit, or we can sit Paulson. It gives us more options for the playoffs. We still have Carrick. We do have Pustonen we can call up as well as another option for the playoffs. Just in case of injury, really. But yeah, Juulsen. I don't feel right sitting Juulsen. I don't feel right sitting Paulson. I want to win the cup. That's where I'm so torn. It's like, yeah, we could make it look better, but what if it only works better on paper, not in practice? Like, but then if you don't make the move, you wonder what if. So I've got to commit to a move here, and this is one of the hardest parts, is because you have something that's working, but then you see something that would look better, but then you don't know if it'll work. if you do it and it doesn't work, then you feel bad. If you don't do it and you lose still, then you wonder what if. And that's the worst part about this. But yeah, I don't know. But someone made that comment, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm a big believer in that, and that's another thing. But then this is also I don't know. All right, so I'm honestly still considering that to this time. Another thing people pointed out, which I did mention, but it was very fleetingly. Yes, Cam is up to an 83, listed as fourth line now, looking solid, 77 overall. This is a guy I'm looking at for maybe our future third or fourth line. So this is like so this guy's obviously going to be an NHLer next year. He could be one right now, but I don't necessarily want to move him off. Let's switch him with Ikonen. Let's put him in the actual middle. Maybe he can improve his face-offs 1 or 2 more ticks before the season's out. Probably not, but might as well. Should have had him there to begin with. Because screw Ikonen, to be honest. You're not going to use him, really. Let's get them all in their position. But yeah, so there's another reason why we could make the trade, but like I said, no real reason to right now. When it comes to Lundell, I think I'd still like to try to make him work. But this is a guy who I think could be fourth line, and I might even change him to a 2-way forward. He's kind of built well enough to be a 2-way forward. I mean, compare him to Lundell's stats, like they're very similar, besides not as good as face-offs and his shot's a little more spread out, but I think changing him to a 2-way forward could really be beneficial when we call him up, especially if he's going to play in that bottom 6, which is looking like he'll do 22, 83. He's not going to get up to, top 6 on this team. So these are kind of the things we got to start thinking about. They're little things, but they're very impactful. It's all about the chemistry. So, all right. Let's see. Current coach, dump, shoot, balanced. Okay. So dump, shoot, balanced. Now I can check what I'm just gonna do this so I kind of have an idea. Dump, cycle, energy, block. Balance. Okay. That's interesting. So he'll like dump. He'll like energy. Oh, no, balance. Yeah, he'll only really like dump. But the balance is a good thing. It won't be too far off. He will be okay. Yeah, basically what you're seeing in Lundell right now is essentially what we'll be seeing with Cam. They're very similar in their preferences. Obviously not exact. But yeah. I don't even have to go to Cam. I just look for the current coach. Oh, wait, hold on. Was that changed? Oh, it's because the line he's actually on. Yeah, okay. There. Anyway, sorry. Oh, God. So, yeah, anyway, I know I'm kind of talking a lot here, but this is all things you got to think about when you're trying to run a team here. And it's also buying me time away from having to. Let me look at the friggin' trade screen and look at who I was looking at. Can't remember who exactly it was. It was a right-handed defenseman, quite obviously. Let me try to use a player finder, like someone. I don't really use it that much. I stopped using the trade finder because it's just not. You don't have enough options. I feel like. Let me go back to the player search here. Defense, top 4. Any really, yeah. Handedness, it was righty, right? That we were looking at, I'm pretty sure. So let's do that. Search. Oh, okay. All right, so trying to remember. Severson, right? Yeah, it was Severson. Yeah, so Severson that we're looking at. It's good, man. It's a big increase. It's 33. Brilliantly built. Should have good enough chemistry. It says only defensive pairing 1, but I guarantee you it's going to be look like everyone else's, where a really good chemistry line on the first pairing, then the second, and the third keeps decreasing, because that's the way it seems with our coaching. So again, it is just so he's a -18 on the doubles, who aren't doing so hot. -16. Don't really worry too much about plus minus. It's all about how he does on this team. Devils, they're not horrible, but yeah, actually they are pretty bad. 24, 34, and 6. They're a pretty bad team. It's just the Islanders are god awful, as are the Rangers. That's a jeez. So yeah, what would it take to get Severson? Is it worth it? I mean, obviously we have the value. It's not really a question. I'm just like, oh, it's so difficult. With Orshio being a little bit shaky, and was a little bit shaky last year, I kind of do want to grab him. And remember, in the season is one thing because you're facing everyone. In the playoffs, you're only facing the good teams. And you got to face that team over and over again. So I'm starting to lean more towards making the trade. I really am. Just because of that. And then I'll be satisfied. We'll still have, you know, Juleson to be able to throw in there. I mean, we could even set Mete instead. Go Juleson and Paulson. I'm not going to worry too much about righty-lefty. You know? Not as much as I have in the past. I'm not going to get rid of Pustonen. We have a bunch of goalies we can give up. Those are picks. God damn it. Yeah, we have a bunch of goalies we can give up. Mink, 65-20, 67-20. A lot of these guys are actually looking good. But you give one up, it doesn't really matter. The one with least amount of value, probably. Or Mink, he's got more value. We got plenty of dudes around here. And we can hold off on Domi. We have to trade Mink right now, basically. Yep. He was drafted in 26. So, yeah, we could easily make this go through. They don't want this guy, but that would honestly probably go through. If anything, we'd have to throw back a little extra something. Why wouldn't they want him? No clue why they wouldn't want him. They actually legit need a goaltender. They want to get rid of DPA. Ooh. Someone was saying go for like maybe a slightly better backup too. Could do this. Ewert hasn't been great, but I guarantee you he'd kill it in the playoffs if we put him in there if we got an injury. I almost don't want to give him up because he's an 80 overall, and he'd probably do really good if we put him in. And he's on a great contract. Let's be real. Yeah, so I wouldn't really want to give him up. Yeah, he's not done fantastic, but he did pretty damn good last year as the backup. Well, did good in preseason too. Yeah, I feel like he would still do good if we threw him in there because he's one of those 80 overall goaltenders. So yeah, I wouldn't actually do that. Now I gotta decide. I might take a second on this and just edit out some of my thinking here because I need to decide and consider if this is a move I want to make. So give me a sec. All right, you know what? I feel like this is something too good to a trade that's too good to make, and like I said, I could scratch Mete instead of Juleson, and that's kind of the better option because it definitely feels like we'll be getting rid of Mete before anything because Pustonen coming up, trying to mold him into our new top 6 defenseman on the left-hand side. So I'm gonna pull the trigger on this. I think it's just too good to pass up. So we'll pull the trigger on that. Yeah, I think they ripped this off. They might have. I mean, he's probably going to be a number 1 goaltender. It's just a rental, but look how many of them we have. I like spreading around some of the wealth. So there we go. God damn. Trade has been made. And so what we'll do here, I'll do a bit of a double switching. Sub in Severson for Juleson. Yeah, same kind of deal there. So yeah, we'll lose the 1 point of chemistry there, but not a huge deal in my eyes. Put in Juleson here. At least we don't have a -1 here. So it doesn't. I don't think it matters who's on the opposite side. Really, maybe I'll put the OFD there on the opposite side. Not that it, like I said, not that it matters a whole lot. So keep an eye on those plus minuses. Plus 29, plus 11. We can obviously see Severson's stats, so that's the one you want to worry about. We can all, and like I said, we can move stuff around. Like we could legit go back to something like that if it was necessary. You know, if it's necessary at some point in the playoffs. We can move that around and keep up some chemistries and such. But let's go with that. And we'll obviously hold on to Mete. He's not going anywhere. I'm not going to send him down. I don't want to risk losing him. I'll still need him likely for next year. I think we're still going to, you know, play Houston down here at least for one more year probably to, you know, use up Mete's contract. Maybe we'll move Mete at some point. But I'm trying to just kind of stunt Houston in here. Just keep him around 80, 81. I don't want him to get any better. Because goodness gracious, look at him. He's super well built. And I don't want him to be costing too much. Yeah, just trying to mold him into our future top 6. Because, yeah, you know he's a 15th overall pick. But at his age, man, he's not really going to become a top 4. So get him to a very, very good top 6. That's the goal there. Anyway, so trade has been made here. Let's see if we want to do, probably want to do a couple more moves here for some picks or something. Let's see. We have 8 picks. We can grab one more in the first/second round if we want. Do we want to? We have tons of goalies if I wanted to give some of them up. We have to sign one of these guys next year. Backstrom's signed. Is Jacobs, was he a 19-year-old that we got? No, he's 26, so we would have to sign him or something. We got Backstrom, Bednar, who is done. Okay, Bednar's done. We sign Jacobs. Perfect. Cross. Oh, Cross is also 26. Interesting. Okay, I thought he was. So I would have to technically move one of these guys, but yeah, I thought one of them was gonna be. Yeah, I forgot that one draft. We got hella dudes. It is what it is. I mean, we could honestly sign one. We don't have to trade one immediately. Could grab ourselves like a pretty decent first and just bank it. Bank another good prospect, see what we could find. Hopes for a lottery pick. I mean, I could do that. Which one would be, Jacobs or Cross? That's the question. I don't think it matters. I mean, this guy's technically slightly younger, but how much younger is he? I don't think any guy who will want. Oh, well, there's a. Oh, they're listed as a rebuilder, so they're not going to want to give up their pick. Even though they want the player, they don't want to give up the pick, which makes sense. So it's hard. We're gonna be hard pressed to actually find a team who wants him and also wants to give up their pick. Yeah, I think that's going to be near impossible here. Hopeful. They don't want to give up their pick, but it might be enough. Probably just is where it needs to be. How bad do you want this guy, Boston? It's not too bad. They do have Parsons, but he's getting up there. Do have a good backup in this Godolbin guy, but after that they have nothing. Parsons is signed for a while. Sucks for them. This guy needs a few more years of development. They still, yeah, you got to start capitalizing on these contracts, on those players. Yeah, they need kind of a quick turnaround. So, yeah, that goalie's only a couple years out. All right, let's throw a little bit of something else in there. What else do they need? Let's give him a close to NHL ready type person, or an NHL ready type person. You're not. Bunch of centers that we have. Brophy, Sniper. We do have a lot of those guys. Could throw someone in there like that in there. I'll hold on to Mestry. Sure, let's throw this guy in there. Give him a serviceable prospect in there as well. Wow. They really don't want to give that pick. Kind of makes sense for the game, but for where they're at as a team, doesn't really. Might not be able to make this work, but I'll still chuck in a couple other things. We'll see. Throw in a defensive prospect as well. This is overkill, but whatever. Fane's a righty. We're pretty set on the right-hand side for a while. It's set for the top 6. Okay. So don't necessarily move him. They want this Makinen guy. 66-19 defensive defenseman on the right-hand side. More likely that Fane becomes something. He's a two-way guy. Then Makinen. Actually, they're both in really good shape. There's another one. Two-way guy. The right-hand side with top 6. They're all kind of on pace. They do want Makinen. We still would have 2 different options. We'll throw in Makinen, the middle guy, who they actually want. Jeez, okay. I don't know if we'll even be able to make this go through. At this point, it's kind of silly how much we're trying to give up for that pick. Let's see a couple other options. I don't think we're going to find anything good. Yeah, not really. Okay, I guess we'll sign. I don't know. We can trade him at some other point, maybe even at the draft as part of a deal or something. We'll see how the lottery. I don't know. We don't freaking need any of this. We're in that position where I'm just like, just throwing stuff at the wall and like seeing what happens with it. Can tell, yeah, but you saw they didn't have their pick. We can grab their pick from next year maybe, and hope that pans out. But dude, I don't know why they're doing so poorly this year. Like, they're only getting better. Like, why are they doing so poorly? They look really good on paper. Yeah, they should not be doing this poorly. So if we get their pick from next year, they'll probably do good. That's value, quote-unquote, wasted. Yeah, really, this is the one to go for. And of course, they had to be a hopeful. It had to be friggin'... Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing with this. Who was it? Jacobs? Yeah, I'm gonna try one more thing. Alright, it was center dude. This guy's super serviceable. This guy's close. I'm surprised they don't want him. Closer to... He's actually almost NHL ready. They want the other... Oh, wait. They want the other Paulson. Who hasn't really grown much. I would be okay with giving him up, maybe. Two-way forward. Oh, he's got shitty face-off, so yeah, I would totally be okay with giving him up. There's way too much for this freaking pick. It's way too much for this pick. It's stupid. But, yeah. We'll throw in a little bit of something else. If it doesn't go through with, like, one other asset, then I'm not going to bother anymore. Throwing Makinen still. I'm going to throw, like, another asset here. If they don't accept it, don't accept it. I don't have any mid goalies. They're all... Well, what could I do here? They want this guy. Obviously. Why the hell wouldn't you? He's solid. Really solid. Don't really need him. Although, if we wanted to revamp the third line at some point, he'd be the guy to turn to. So many nice two-way forwards here. Alright, well, it'll be a pick or something. I'll throw in a pick. Could honestly be this year's first. We should be a really good team. So, yeah, screw it. I don't know. This is way too much. Fuck this, dude. No. I'm like trying to help other teams weirdly right now. Like, and I'm like, no, screw you, man. Like, and also try to get something back that will kind of help. But whatever, man. They didn't want that bounty. That's on them. I would have. Would I have taken that? Yeah, probably if I was in their situation. If someone offered me an elite goalie who's already near 70 overall, a low elite center who could play on the wing, a defenseman who could probably be a top 6, and then also a later first, like who I could find a low elite with. I don't know. Maybe not. That's a close one. Anyway, we're just gonna move on here. I could grab another pick, but if I need to grab an extra one, I could do it at the draft. See who's on the block and if there's someone I want to target. So we're just gonna move on here and get to the Simon. So let's finish this season off and get into the playoffs. Oh, I should probably... Yeah, you know what? I should probably... Okay, Elandon accepted the renewal. I should probably actually, instead of Clark on the PK... I know it's been getting better. I don't know if Clark's a PKer, though. Thinking about putting Severson on the PK as a 2AD. Let's do that instead. Instead of Clark. What's our PK percentage right now? I know it's been trending upwards. Maybe I don't want to do that. It's actually been getting pretty good. Alright, it's at 82.5%. I could switch back for the playoffs. I don't really care about personal. So 82.5. We've now got Severson in there. Let's see what it's going to be like after this stretch here. It has been trending upwards, so it's not 100% this will fix it. But if it goes up a lot, then I think it's better. Juleson accepted the renewal. Couple wins right there. Pat Cam got injured. Not out for too long, luckily. So we just got to throw someone else in here. Hudon. That'll work. Nice victory right there. 8-4 dub. 3-2. Kalinen's back. That's good for us. So I'll throw him back in there on that fourth line. Seems weird playing him over Forsbach Carlson. We might, go with Forsbach. If we need to switch things up, we know what to do in the playoffs, Was that it? Yeah, I think so. Pat Cam's back. That was a tough loss right there, but it is what it is. Back in there, son. We got a point out of it, so it's not too bad. 9-3 victory. Getting some good goal scoring here. 6-5 OT win. 7-3 win. Yep, still killing it. Still killing the game here. Another 4-3 victory. We'll see what the penalty kill's like. If it declines, I'll throw him back in there. If it doesn't go up much, I might keep Clark in there because, you want to ride your top dudes. Definitely want to, put the saddle on them. Look at this, man. How many freaking elite goalies could we get? Probably not take either of them, or maybe just take one. All right. Struggling here with the scouting. That's okay. We've had quite a few wins in drafts here. Of course, everyone I want to target is already being scouted here. Come on now. Oh my goodness. Really? Look how many freaking low top sixes we got. Look at this! Everyone's being scouted. What the hell, man? I just have terrible timing, or are you guys learning what I like? You guys just learning what I want to be scouted, and they're starting to do it on their own. Are we going to credit EA with that programming? Probably not. It's probably just... There's one. Oh my god, we're able to do it. Let's go. Oh. Any two-tick here? Might even go for some medium two-ticks because it's been so bad. Why not? Just give me something to scout. Alright, how about the lows? Of course, you're being scouted. We got one. There we are. How about you? Nope, nope, nope. Into the lows, none of them. Cool. Alright, there you go. That's not a whole lot got done right there, but it was there. Oh my goodness, an 8-0 shutout win. Then we got shut out. Then we come back with a shutout. Alright. Shutout City here. There we go. Looking at the good defense. Tough loss right there, but we should have a 60-win season once again. Not anything near what we did last year. But, hey. Okay. Nope, only a... Okay, not even a... Wow, we lost to Toronto twice right there? Boo. Alright. 61, 18, and 3, though. What a year. 125 points. What was it, 10 points less than we got last year? Alright, we're taking on Washington in the first round. Have we faced these guys yet in this game? I don't think so. Washington, so it's not like an old rivalry here. I'm a little pissed that we lost both those games in reg. I don't know why. Alright, let's see how we did throughout the year. Looks like Domi leading the team in points. 4.18 goals for, 2.68 goals against. The goals against didn't get better, but it didn't get worse, so that's good. Power play 28.8%. Penalty kill did get worse, so I feel like I should go back to what it was before with Clark in there. Could be natural regression, but I don't know. I'd still want it. That's a pretty big drop. That's a 1.4 drop in that small amount of time. So, yeah, I feel like I got to fix that. 6-4 in the last 10 is not great. Decent records overall, though. We're probably the freaking President's Trophy winning team once again. Yeah, no one's even close. 12-point lead on that. So let's see how we stacked up with our stats here. The rest of the league. Goals for. Did I click it? I did. Oh, that's just how big the lead is. Goals for. Wow, 4.18 compared to 3.85. That's a huge lead. Goals against. Ooh, second only to the Flyers by 0.03. So very close. But that's the Carter Hart team. I know a few people predicted Carter Hart, so you might be on the right track there. Power play. Third in the NHL. Really good. Penalty kill dropped off a lot, though. It's actually still top 10. It's 6th overall, but man, imagine if we would have been third if we maintained. We were like 82.5, weren't we? I'm pretty sure. Somewhere around there. Shorties 4. We had... Oh, yeah, we got a lot more shorties at the end there. We had 8. We tied for the most with Detroit. It was 8-1-1 in the last 10. Did they end? No, they didn't. They ended up missing the playoffs, but they had a really good end of the season. So that pick, whoever has their pick, they made it a bit worse. But they'll probably still win the lottery because, you know, draft lottery. So there we go. There's that. Moving on to our team stats here where it looks like Domi. Yep, Max Domi. 96 points. Leads the team. 96 points. 91 for Barkov. 90 for Ouellette. What a year for Jacques Ouellette. That's a 30-goal year, 90 points, almost 60 assists. Like, good gracious. That's a fantastic year. Really is. Cam Squires, 46-goal year, 86 points. Mrazov, 41 goals, 86 points. We got our goal scores. What I do... man. 2 30-goal scores, 2 40-goal scores. 1, 2, 3 different 20-goal scores. Kotkaniemi almost had 20. He was the first guy below point per game, but we had 5 guys above point per game. Kotkaniemi, 78 points. Culp was 63. Lambert with 59. These are third liners. Bear that in mind. Crosby at 45. He's 40 years old and he's getting 45 points, man. It's probably his last. He's got 99 poise now. Get us another cup, man. Lundell, you know what? Lundell, 32 points ending. Not too bad considering the pace and the games missed. Not too shabby. Good plus minus as well. Kalinin wasn't even. Last time we checked, he's now a +3. That's good. Elinen doing good. Forsbacka Carlson was actually a minus. Defensively, yeah. Severson, yeah. Juleson, I think he went up more. Pretty sure he did, because Paulson sure as hell went up. He was at a +11, I believe it was. Juleson was at +20 something. So he definitely went up. Obviously, Severson went up. What's the differential here? Yeah, New Jersey's a -18. Here, he's a +14 in 19 games played. Yeah, that's a huge increase. I mean, that's actually a better pace of plus-minus than Juleson was getting. So there's your argument that we did kind of perform better, and we did perform better. Oh my God, I totally glazed over this because I was so intent on checking on Severson. But Clark had an 82-point year. He was point per game on the point. Brandt Clark is a beast. Wow. 24 goals, 82 points, +36. Ridiculous. Look at Niemanen, man, +41. Lambos is a +39. Mete was +17. It's so hard to sit Mete, but you had to sit someone. Orchio ended with really good stats still. Can't say the same about Heward. His save percentage is not amazing. Played a bit more games than I thought he would, though. 26 points, 28 points in 20 games played, so he's doing what I need out of a backup, and he's saving us a lot of money. All right, Orchio, not incredible, but these are pretty good numbers. Yeah, pretty solid numbers, man. 7 shutouts, too. 48 wins. You gotta give it up to the man. He did very good. And Paulson was our rookie. Not the rookie season you want out of the prospective. I might even change him to a 2-way D, man, and see how he works like that when he makes it to, if he makes it to the top 4. Need him to grow a bit more. Looking solid though. All right, let's go around the league now. Obviously, Niinimäki leading the way. Oh, he's actually very close to a 99 overall. If it's 3-tick at that point, he was a franchise, right? I think he was. Franchise sniper, that seems right. 114 points, 58 goals, but Sagan beat him out in goals. Teemu Niinimäki, man, what a freaking player he is. Craziness. Goal leader was Sagan, tied with Astley's, actually. So Astley's. Yeah, we could have, quote-unquote, had this, but he was more value. Team might not look the same. I still like Ouellette. I like Ouellette because he, you know, we don't need him to be a top point scorer on this team. We need him to, you know, score some points, but also to bring some other things to the table. And he did just that. He had a 90-point year. So I don't really care. All right, assist leader, Savoie with a 75. Domi right below him was 73. Bear in mind, Domi was also our 2C, and he led our team in points, didn't he? That's so crazy. That is nuts. All right, plus minuses. Ouellette, Kotkaniemi, Barkov, Domi, Squires, Morozov. Look at how much of our team is up there. You like to see it. That's good to see. All right, let's check out the premier snipers here. Kemmel, taking a crap ton of shots, not necessarily sinking them all. There's Podkolzin. Yep, created guys. This guy's not, though. Niinimäki's not. Great shooting percentage from him, but Sagan's got it better. Sagan, you gotta say, is the deadliest sniper. It's always so weird that, Morozov didn't have enough goals to really put his name in the hat. Game winners, Gonchar, Squires, but you gotta give it to Bo Horvat or Barkov. 9 game winners in 32 and 31 goals. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Both of them are very clutch. Barkov maybe slightly more so. Power play goal leaders. Niinimäki with 21. That's filthy. Power play point totals. 37 points on the power play for Niinimäki. Shorthanded goal leaders. Sonny Milano. Then Tavares on the penalty kill, huh? Okay. Ouellette had a couple. Power play point totals. Wow, okay. I guess we got some spread scoring. We got both of our PK units putting in work. All right. I like it. Let's go to the defensive stats here. Sillinger, Hedel, Holloway again might have his name in the hat for the Selke. But Hedel, though, might have his name in the hat just a bit more, although a lot more giveaways. But better face-off percentage. Both of them are not great plus-minus wise. Let's scroll down a bit. Sagan might even have his name in the hat a little bit. There's Horvat. Oh, goodness gracious, Horvat. You got to consider Horvat up there. Oh, especially with that. My money's on Horvat right now for that Selke. My money's on Horvat. That's crazy. I just want to stick with centers for now. Let's see where, if Barkov was anywhere there. I don't really see him. He also just might have been what the heck? I might have passed him, but I don't think so. There he is, way down there. Yeah. I don't know. He might just have other guys in the line really doing a lot of forecheck and getting takeaways, but yeah. Interesting. Anyway, defensive. Go to the defensive when we go. Okay. Clark again, shoe in. Yeah, good luck anyone else. Excuse me. Clark looks insanely good. God, look at the time on that. Yeah. Yeah, Clark for Norris. Guarantee. Oh, man. It's just the differential is almost got... He's got 18 more points than the next closest guy. Brant Clark, filth. On the goalies we go here. Let's see. Carter Hart it is. My goodness. But Dostal and Gustafsson did really well considering they're not on good teams. They had good save percentages, but that's Carter Hart by himself. Yeah. No one else coming close right there to Carter Hart. So there you have it. Insane. All right, Rooks. What are we looking at? Holden Rabbit. What a name. 54 points. See if there's any rookie goalie who did surprisingly good. Doesn't look like it. Hamalainen didn't have a bad record, but neither of his stats are pretty bad. So yeah, Mr. Rabbit getting that Calder. What a name to go on that, huh? All right, and we'll do some fun stats here. Hit leaders. 219, Holloway, Monahan, Mantha. 4 guys with 200 more hits. So yeah, I think Holloway is just going to consistently be a guy up there, but I think they got to give it to Horvat this year for the Selke. Still, though, Holloway. Really good. All right, and fights. He even fought once. Oh, there we go. Devereaux, Shirkov, 2-way elites. Elite, 2-way probably. Yep. Shirkov, 2-way D. All right. So a few more fights from a couple guys. But other than that, pretty tame. All right, so moving on into the playoffs. Taking on the Capitals in the first round. And what do they got for us? What do you got? They're right here. Perlini, Kuznetsov, Vrana, Marchessault, Letnov, Yamamoto. Look like they still got some decent depth on the wings. Don't know about their center core as much. Looks like pretty good defense. And they have the cheese goalie, so they have 2 cheese goalies. Great. 2, so either way, we could get cheesed pretty hard here. Yeah, I think we have, obviously more scoring power, but we'll see what happens here. Obviously, we're going to roll with Orchio. There's no reason not to. Compared to us, I mean, we look like the better team on paper. We should win this series. We have 3 lines that can put the puck in the net. A pretty damn good 4th line. A good defensive core. It's not, like, outstanding, but it's better than what anyone else can really throw at us. And we got Orchio, who didn't do too well last year, but let's hope he can get the job done, or maybe we'll get hit. He didn't sim well last year, so this year he's got to do better, right? Right? We'll see what happens. Game 1, home ice advantage against the Capitals. Let's go, Montreal. Get the job done. 3-2 OT win. A bit closer than I would have liked, but we got the W. Game 1 goes to us. 1-0 series lead. Game 2 on home ice. 7-0 win. That's what I'm talking about. That's a statement game right there. Blowout. They're going to be pissed. defending their home ice now. So we got to prepare and be ready for Game 3 here on the road. Have we done our preparation, or will Washington storm back? Oh, 2-1 loss. Gutsy win right there from the Caps. So series now 2-1. Don't want to give them a breath of life here. We got to steal one on the road here, Montreal. Let's go. Steal one on the road. There we go. A 2-1 victory in overtime. We got the clutch gene so far in this series. Very defensive games here, the last two. So back on home ice now for Game 5. A chance to end the series in front of our fans. Let's not squander it. There we go. A 6-0 shutout. And we got everything we needed, I think, from everyone. We got the goal scoring. We got the shutdown when we needed it. Orchio looked like he had a good year. Did we get eliminated in the AHL? I don't know. I can't tell. Yep. They got swept. AHL got swept. All right, on we go to the second round with the Lightning, who I'm pretty sure beat us last year in the second round. So, yeah, and they beat their opponents in 5 games as well. So, got the same rest. Got to deal with our demons here. I liked our play in that first round, though. We didn't have a whole lot of standout scorers by the looks of it. What was it like? I mean, we were facing a cheese goalie, but that's maybe something to not worry about. Okay, wow. 3.8 and 1. Never mind, it's not as bad as it may appear. Good power play. Perfect penalty kill. I didn't even move back Clark. Yeah, I didn't even do that, and it was perfect. All right. Let's roll with it then if it worked. Yep, looking good. Perfect on home ice as well. Looking pretty solid. Where are the Lightning at? What are they looking like? Allowing some more goals, but we saw what they did last time. Let's take a quick look at our player stats here. Crosby, point per game. Lambert, point per game. That third line got it done. A lot of guys. 4 guys, point per game. Then Squires, Domi. This is all good production from guys up here. Could use a bit more out of Barkov, Kotkaniemi, but whatever, man. Like, we got what we needed. A lot of good spread out scoring. I'd rather see that than one line getting the job done. Juleson is actually an even. Paulson, okay. Juleson, Paulson struggling a tiny bit. Might want to spread some of the love. Orchio, great opening round, but he did that last year and then kind of faltered in the second round. So let's hope that isn't the case again. If it is, we know we can make some changes here and there. I do want to check some plus minuses of that fourth line before I move on. I want to see if that's something I need to keep an eye on here. +1, +3. Come on. +1. Okay. Alrighty. So here we are. Round 2 against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who we lost to last year. We don't want to do the same thing this year. That's Toronto. Tampa Bay, Lafreniere, Point, Kucherov, they still got that line. They're losing some winger depth, but they still have Stamkos. They still got the older veteran guys to help push them across. Very similar team to what we saw last year. The defensive core, while it's only kind of a 1-2 punch, they don't really seem to not need that much else when they got Vasilevsky back there. Though he's not doing as well as he did last year, it's still only 5 games played. What? Oh, yeah, they only played 5 games. I was thinking of last year when they won in 7. Anyway, so I'd say they look slightly weaker than last year, so we should have a better chance, but we still cannot underestimate this team. Cannot underestimate this team. We gotta put our best foot forward here. So let's hope we can get some bit more goal scoring here than we did last series, and hope our defense and goaltending remains good and shut down for us. That's what we need. Game 1, home ice against the Lightning. Let's get off to a good start here, Montreal. 5-4 loss. God damn it. We got the scoring, could not get the defense. Is it something about this team where we just can't keep the puck out of the net? Game 2. Come on now, Montreal. 5-3 win. There we go. Yeah, this might be a bit more of an open scoring series. Tied at 1. Let's go on the road. Let's win the first one. Guarantee ourselves at least the split. Let's go. Come on. 6-2 loss. What the frick? Why can't we keep the puck out of the net against these guys? Game 4. Don't want to mix things up defensively. Yeah, 5 goals against, 3 goals against, 6 goals against. I feel like you got to mix it up at that point. Like, at least defensively. It's just not good, man. Not keeping the puck out of the net as much as we should, in my opinion. So, fourth line at victims. A little bit, but not really. +6, +7. -4. Yeah, here's part of the problem. -2, -4. Let's make this switch. I know we get a -1 here chemistry-wise, but it spreads out some of the love. So we'll try this out and see if that'll help with some shutdown. Obviously, we're going to keep rolling with Orchio. He's lost a step, obviously, but let's see if he can turn it around right here. I was thinking about putting Forsbacka Karlsson in there, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. I think everything else is okay. Yeah, we're lacking some scoring here and there, but first 2 games we're not. 5 goals for, 4 goals for. This is a bad game, sure, but overall the scoring's doing fine. I don't want to mess with it. Game 4 on the road. Come on, guys. We need this win. Holy hell. Why can't we beat this team? What is it about this team? I don't understand. Why can't we beat this team? Why do they fucking have our number? It makes no sense to me. 8 points, like, we're killing it. Okay, Domi's not doing too good. But everyone else is doing fine. Third line isn't, I guess, but I feel like we need to move something around. Let's try to get some more, we lose chemistry like this, but we get a power forward on that top line. I don't know. Try something like this out. I really don't know. We're not getting enough shutdown. But I'm going to leave the pairings like this as well. I don't know, man. Why can't we beat this team? Why do they seem to have our number? We're down 3-1 here. We need to win every single game to advance. I don't want to lose to this fucking team again. I think we've allowed too many goals. Watch us cheese. I kind of don't want to take it away from Orchio, though. I want to see if he could sink or swim. He did fine in the first round. Look at that, man. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But Orchio in the games he's played hasn't done amazing either. It's not like Heward, sorry. It's not like he stepped in and like won us games or anything. But it's hard to come in the middle. I'm going to still stick with Orchio. He's our guy. Orchio's our guy. Game 5. We won 4-2. Good win. Game 6 to force a Game 7. Come on, we need this victory. Do not lose on the freaking road, man. We need to win some games on the road. Let's go, Montreal. 4-3 overtime loss, and once again, with this freaking stacked-ass team, we get eliminated in the second round. Come on. Fuck, man. How the hell are we losing to the Lightning again and again and again? It doesn't make sense to me. They're close, but we put ourselves in a shit position. Okay, Kucha, that makes sense. But this, okay, no, okay. Yeah, okay, they're still really solid, but I feel like I still feel like we're better. Like, come on, man. Look at this defensive core. That's crap defensive core. Like, it's not like their goalie did, like, really, really well either. It's just they scored more than us, which is kind of weird to me. Like, alright, that line's gonna do good. But other than that, they don't get a whole lot. They're, like, this line. Really? You're telling me this line is gonna do better than our third line? Why? Why is that third line doing better than our third line? I don't understand that. But once again, eliminated in the second round, and we are squandering this window. We really are, in my opinion. We're kind of squandering this window. We won a cup, but then we lose in round 2 to the same freaking team 2 years in a row. Unacceptable, man. In my opinion, that's unacceptable. We have to beat that team. We have to beat that team. Like, you can't lose to this team. We got to freaking win a game on the road too. We lost every single game but one on the road. You got to go into an opponent's building and give it to them. We literally lost every single game but this one on the road, and we won that in overtime. Every other game on the road we lost. Can't do that in the playoffs. You got to be able to win on the road. God damn it, man. Like, I can't even blame that on Orchio either. He did, like, he had some interesting games in there, sure, but overall he was good. I don't know. I don't know. Freaking Lightning, man. Why do they have our number? Ugh, that's a tough one to swallow once again. But once again, we're out in the second round to a team who we could have and probably should have beaten. At least one of these times. You got to get a victory over that team, but we don't, and we're out. So, what's the dealio? I don't know. But we got to figure it out. Maybe it's time to revamp that third line. Time to just make it a more defensive option here. But they didn't do bad. 8 points. 8 points. 6 points. I mean, that's not bad. Like, that's good. The problem is, it's just... I don't know. This is, like, we got good production from friggin' everyone. Maybe defense could be slightly better. But then again, you look at the other teams, like, who are beating us. Like, you know what? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it could still be slightly better, though. Like, we're waiting on Paulson, but... I don't know, man. I feel like we have what it takes. I really do. I think we have the team, but it's just... Why are we getting hung up on those guys, man? So that was it for Crosby. He did his job. Just needed that overtime win. Anything could have happened in the Game 7. Really, I think we would have won the Game 7 had we won that game. So we're really close, but once again, we put ourselves in a hole, and we weren't able to win on the road. Just give me like one road win in there, man. Like just even one more road win. It would have gone such a long way. Such a long way. But we just couldn't get that. So that's rough. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one.